But we don't just stick with the black, the navy, and the brown, you know, or something. We jazz it up with some color. $39.50 is your price tag per skirt. However, before I go through colors, I want to let you know we have the buy more, save more option, which means if you choose more than one in the same order, it could be two in the same color, but two different sizes. Maybe it's you and your daughter, whatever. I mean, it doesn't matter, but if you have more than one in the order, the second one, the third one, the fourth one will only be $35.50. So you save some good money that way. And this is the only day in the month of July we're going to do that. So let's go through colors. And this is fun. This is the terracotta. Now, you know what this almost is like a sneak peek at a few fall colors.
I know.
So, just letting you know. Psst, okay.
I know. You know what? Do we have the blouses out here? We should have Jerry bring back the blouses.
We'll bring back the blouses.
Okay, because that would be, because a lot of these will mix and match back.
Here's the terracotta color. Beautiful, rich color. The gray.
Wait till you see Pam in this. Did you look over at Pam, Mary Beth?
I didn't. Oh my goodness, that's beautiful.
Isn't that beautiful?
Very pretty. Then we have, this is our, we're calling it pine green.
Another great color for now and for the fall.
More in the olive tone, but we call it pine green. And then we have it in the black, which is what I'm wearing.
This is a must.
Absolute must. And then we have it in this beautiful vintage blue.
Which is the blue that Amanda's had on the entire time.
Correct. And let's just tell everybody about this skirt. Brand new today.
Okay, so it's part of our Essentials collection. Essentials is you go on QVC.com, type in Liz Claiborne, New York, and you're right on our boutique, and you're going to see an enormous amount of essentials. And what we do is we pick pieces that we think are their foundations, the building blocks, the wardrobe warriors that you can build upon. And that's really indicative of what this is here. So it starts out with a really nice wide elastic waistband. I'd say maybe about 1.5 inches all the way around. It just lands right there on that sweet spot. We all know where it is, whether you've had children or not. If you're a woman, you know what we're talking about. Then you've got some seaming detail down here, which is very, very pretty. And you can see this is a nice A-line. This is a knee-length skirt. So I'm looking at Mary Beth. It comes right to her knee. You're not going to have to worry about it being shorter than that. It's perfect. The weight of it is wonderful. It is absolutely weight right now. You can move in it. You can see she's dancing.
The other thing, if I can just go back down to where the knee is, the reason I say that is because sometimes when I show, like if I see a skirt on a hanger that's like this up here, I wonder, okay, is that going to hang out like a tent?
Right, not at all.
Look at how it hangs. It hangs straight.
And it's right to, as you can see, right to her knee. It's not below her knee because then it would have looked too long and dowdy. So we got it right to the knee. You can also see the seaming detail here and the movement. This isn't all the way out here, but it's just enough that she's got the movement. If you're someone that says, I can't wear a pencil skirt, this is going to be your new best friend because it's got that it just looks stunning on.
It does.
This is going to look equally good with a pair of tights and boots in the fall.
Oh, that's exactly right.
Wouldn't that look cute?
You better believe it. I hadn't even thought about that, but that is super great.
It'd be great.
Yes, indeed. So sandals now, high heels if you want to, wearing it to the office, and boots and tights in the fall. $39.50 for the first one in an order, but if you want a second one, a third one, a fourth one, make sure you do it today because it's buy more, save more, and that price goes down to $35.50 for each of the additional ones. Here's your color, vintage blue. The black, an absolute must-have. We have extra, extra small through 3X. Here's pine green, definitely on the olive side. There's your gray.
This gray is so huge right now. You're seeing it in home decor. You're seeing it in comforters and bedspreads. You're seeing it in everything. This really is such a lovely, lovely neutral to be able to utilize. And then, of course, we've got the terracotta, and the terracotta looks so pretty. You really can see the seaming detail in the terracotta. Oh, I know what she's doing. You know what we're going to do? We're going to design for you.
Look at that.
Love
that. Works perfectly. Look at that. There's so much terracotta in that blouse. And yet the blouse is called red multi, okay?
Exactly.
So just so you know, if you want that.
But wait a minute, can we take the the blue and put the terracotta with that? So put the I love that look.
That's the red multi with the vintage blue. So you can do that. Then let's take, hey, that green. Would this work with the green? I don't know. It's a little different green.
No, it's too pine.
Yeah, no, okay.
But that blue will go with this.
That's right. That blue will be here with
got
that
an outfit
vintage
right
blue.
there.
Perfect. And then let's put up the black and the gray, because I want to see this with the gray.
This is going to look dynamite.
Okay, so there it is with the gray.
That. Is that so soft and chic?
It's very soft and chic.
I love that.
Especially for right now. And then pop up the black if you don't mind. And then we'll show you, that's even a great look
That
too.
almost has like an evening look to it.
Yes,
don't
it
you
does.
think?
I was just thinking day into evening.
Exactly.
So that's the beauty of it.
It's all about what you accessorize with it too. Is it interesting to see the gray with the gray was more daytime and the gray with the black was definitely something more evening.
So we'll show it on the models.
I'm
We've
gonna
got
walk
the
over.
pine green, vintage blue, terracotta, and then your two neutrals of black and gray.
Look at Deanna. Look at this with the
Super
pine green,
cute.
the little shirt, the big bag. I mean, she is strolling in Martha's Vineyard or something, right? Shopping, about to have a
That's
cocktail
right.
somewhere. Look how adorable that looks, the shoes, everything. I love that look. So that pine green, you can see it's not olive, but has a really great cast to it.
Excellent.
Beautiful. Then we come over to Amanda. She's got the vintage blue on. She's had this look. Look how pretty that is. You don't have to have matchy-matchy. She's got the navy blue jacket on, and then she has the vintage. It looks so pretty. And then Pam has decided to leave her 4 children and become corporate Kathy. Look at this look. I love how pretty that looks. Absolutely stunning. So we've got that gray. She took one of the sweaters that's in our collection and pulled it all together, and that really, really looks dynamite.
It does, and the black tank top with it, really chic. And that's just it. You jazz it up with your heels and a handbag, and you look fabulous. But truly, the thing that I can't get over enough is the fit. The fit is perfection. The fabric is 100% cotton, so it feels so good. And of course, this time of year, when it's hot and humid, you're gonna love the fact that it's just flouncy and, but at the same time, it hangs straight. It's not like it's hanging out here somewhere. But I've got room to get up and into the car, and different things like that. And if you're driving in an SUV, there are times when there are skirts when I'm
You have to back into the SUV and shimmy, shimmy, shimmy around and hope nobody's watching, right? We've all, we've all been to that movie. We know what you're talking about.
So it's wear now, wear later, and with the buy more, save more. This is the only day in all of July you're going to be able to do that, where you take $4 off the price, and it's $35.50 for each additional one in the order after the first. Now, I'm looking down at that availability guide that you see right below my finger. There are some yellow boxes showing up. That means those are sizes that are already getting limited. If you see green, we're still pretty good to go. If you see red, that means it's gone and you'd have to put your name on a wait list. The other thing, too, is if you've never ever tried Liz Claiborne New York, and maybe you're not even big into, skirts or whatever, or maybe you say, I don't wear dresses. A lot of people who don't like dresses prefer skirts.
Yes.
Because for whatever reason, they like to be able, maybe you're 2 different sizes. You're one size on the top, one size on the bottom. So you can then, dresses don't always work that way. So skirts work better. But for you to try Liz Claiborne New York for the very first time, this is it.
This is a good one to try.
For $39.50,
really
it's a perfect one to try.
And I'm looking at Deanna. Look how cute that is.
It is darling.
I'm glad we showed something where it's more, you can see the waistband a little bit with it, so that looks really, really pretty.
It's great. And speaking of that waistband, it is just a really nice width on it. Not too wide, not too narrow.
And you can tuck in if you want to, which is great. And we'd even mentioned it has a really nice, flat, clean front.
Yes.
There's no bells, there's no whistles, no zippers, no buttons. So if you want to wear something a little longer like Mary Beth did and like Amanda did, you're going to be able to do that.
Pull on, pull off, super simple. Here are your colors. Take advantage of buy more, save more. It is a big, hot pick. It is brand new to our Essentials collection. And as we said, right now, wear it with sandals, heels, but as you get into fall and winter, you're going to want to use the tights and the boots. Here's that pine green. Great color. There's the vintage blue, already limited in several sizes. Here's the terracotta, another gorgeous color. In fact, I'd highly recommend you get that blouse to go with it. That would be dynamite. And then the black, already very popular, of course. And the gray, which is a great color. In fact,
and the gray blouse, the black blouse.
Oh, yeah, right here. Get that blouse to go with that. And you know what else I was just thinking? if we've got the tunics coming up,
Yes.
and you take a black tunic, a pink tunic,
Oh,
you know, some
yeah.
of the different colors of tunics, and you can do that. Okay, you want to see something scary? Scary.
All right.
Okay, this is
Oh my.
me with a